Hello, everybody. Welcome to coverage of the Budweiser All-Star Series on Prodigy Racing Network. Finally, after a bit of a hiatus, we are back on the air here, and we are back to one of the oldest tracks in stock car racing in America. It is the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, former host of the NASCAR Cup Series and the NASCAR Busch Series, and is currently a host to ARCA Racing and local short track racing into the present day, and is also a host, I believe, of the Superstar Racing Experience. And there's also some renovations currently on the planner for the NASCAR, at least the NASCAR Truck Series, to come back to this venue. And I forgot to flash up the conditions and the name of the track. Woohoo! So as you can see, it was a pretty warm day in Nashville today, in contrast to how everything was going yesterday with all the rain and stuff. And what timing, huh? Coming off the NASCAR racing weekend at the Nashville Super Speedway, we're here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Let's take a look at your points heading into this race, and as you can clearly see, Ryan Hill has pretty much locked up the championship. So right now, it is a dead heat for second place between Darren Claw and Paul Rivera. It's going to be interesting to see how that battle plays out throughout the course of these next few final races. Greg Ramirez also not too far behind his Joe Gibbs teammate. Brian Cox also has a chance to get up into the top three at the end of the season. Tracy Bennett, Ryan Apt, Miranda Nagayan, Nicholas Offerman, and Sheldon Gatineau are also in the hunt for a good points finishing position. However, 7th on down may be out of contention for a top 5 finishing spot at the end of the season. Oh, I did not mean to fade to black. So without further ado, let's take a look at your starting lineup presented by Xfinity, as we're going to keep the music rolling as a bit of an experimental thing here. By the way, the link to, or the credits of the music used in our intro from now on is down in the description below. Go check out the guy that made this song. Incredible job by him. I fell in love with the song the first time I saw it. But let's take a look at our starting lineup presented by Xfinity here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the EA Origin 200. Well, Darren Claw has had a bit of a hiatus on the front row. He's not started on pole in quite a while. A driver out of California is starting on pole today in his multiple brakes Toyota Camry, alongside three-time race winner Ryan Hill, who ended up getting the win last time we were out in Texas. Yeah, we were in Texas. We haven't been here on the channel for so long. I can't quite remember. Greg Ramirez finally getting a good starting position as he starts up in third place in his new era caps Toyota Camry. The Apple Chevrolet, driven by Drew Foster, finally gets to see the top 5 part of the grid as his teammate Tracy Bennett will be starting in 5th place in that classic Family Dollar Chevrolet. And he'll be starting alongside the 19 of Paul Rivera. Brian Cox, 5th place in the standings, part of the Paul Menard Racing Chevrolet team. His number 33 Menard Chevy. We starting next to the New Age Racing New Age Racing Toyota of Alex McCumber. And this is the scheme that I was hoping to show off, based off of the classic Hugger Oranges scheme found in EA Sports NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. Ryan Apt, sponsored by EA Sports, is bringing up this scheme for his sponsors race, or for the race that has his title, or has his sponsor as the title sponsor rather. He'll be driving the number 45 Hugger Oranges Chevrolet SS alongside the 57 Potter Racing Chevy of Hayden Benning. Miranda Nagayan starting on the inside row in her motorsport.com Camry as she starts alongside Chicagoland winner Sheldon Gatineau. Colorado winner Jordan McClure had a bit of a bad race in Texas, was inside the top 5 most of the first half of the race, and then once the second half hit, well, he was pretty much SOL. He starts in the mid-pack here in Nashville alongside Nicholas Offerman. The driver out of Mymensingh, Bangladesh, the only driver born outside of North America in the field today, Chaudhary Bhattacharya in his iFarmer Agriculture Solutions Ford, starting alongside the 77 of Travis Creighton. And we get to the meme sponsor of the field as the Bad Dragon Ford Fusion of Byron Martin starts alongside the 68 of Daniel Van Hewley in the Juno Toyota Camry, who has had incredible performances lately. Finished third in Chicagoland, ran up front most of the time in Texas. He's hoping to get a good finish today. Rick Taylor led a lot of laps in the Texas race. He'll be starting toward the back, though, in that Enterprise Car Rentals Chevrolet SS, as he starts alongside alongside the Menard Chevy of James Garcia. After that is the Potter Racing Chevrolet SS of Michael Brewer alongside the Pinnacle Bank Ford Fusion of Dennis Key, who is not really doing that hot in the point standings, as he starts just barely inside the top 20. Actually, he's starting 21st. Sorry. And we got the same team back to back here. It's the two Golden Gate Racing Toyota Camrys of Carter Brown and Jesus Gonzalez start in 23rd and 24th respectively. Starting in 25th, will be the number 15 Wild Family Racing Ford of Daniel Walker alongside his teammate team owner Jake Wild. And finally, once again, rounding out the starting grid for today's race in the Doug Shootin' Sports Toyota Camry, number 10, Sam Fitzgerald, starting in 27th today. Well, not exactly the kind of starting spot that the number 10 would like to see today. However, I don't know. It's just going to be a bit of a battle for him here. But let's get this race underway. The command to start engines, as the pace car gets ready to roll off. And we are going to cut the music finally. And we are away for the EA Origin 200 at Nashville Fairgrounds. The second time these drivers have gone around this racetrack this season. I think it's the only track on the schedule where they go more than once. So this is going to be interesting to see how... Oh, wait, never mind. Richmond's on the schedule. That's right. On the inside, it's going to be Darren Claw in second place alongside points leader Ryan Hill. So there might be a chance for Darren Claw to make it a little closer to the championship run. We are live from Nashville to Green Flag, and we are away for the EA Origin 200. Darren Claw on the inside. He's still trying to get away from the 18 here to start this race. Claw on the inside, Hill on the outside. 99 to go here, and it's going to be side-by-side to drag race for who's going to get the first, or who's going to lead the first lap, and that belongs to Ryan Hill as he's able to edge out the 7 car. Very good battle for the lead there, and they're going to pull away from the 20 of Greg Ramirez and the 47 of Drew Foster. The 20 is falling back here. Looks like he might have made contact with Foster, but the 19 was hard charging into the corner. We got contact as Ryan Apt bounces out the 71 of Sheldon Gatno. And we're going to go on board with that EA Sports onboard camera for Ryan Apt. Still side by side for the remaining spots in the top 5. We might have a battle for 5th. Tracy Bennett, Greg Ramirez, Paul Rivera, and Alex McCumber. It looks like Brian Cox is also getting himself involved with that battle too, but here we are, 4% of the way through the race, 96 laps to go here in the EA Origin 200. Now I know we just got the green flag rolling, but coming up next on the Budweiser All-Star Series calendar, while we have a bit of a break, the Budweiser All-Star Series, your favorite drivers will be headed to the Lime Rock Park in Lakeville, Connecticut for the Budweiser 220 at the most wonderful road course in America, in my opinion, or if not in America, on the East Coast. It's my favorite track on the East Coast, at least. So they'll be headed there for Lime Rock as we wind down the final part of the season. I forgot what the next race is. I just know we have 4 or 3 races after this. We'll be ending the season out in North Wilkesboro for the Dirty Mo Media 200, so that'll be awesome to watch. Shout out to Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh, contact Ryan Apps and Nicholas Offelman as they get onto the front straightaway. Something tells me Ryan Apps is going to be a bit of trouble throughout the course of this race. By the way, I don't know what's up with the crackling sound. If you know any ways to fix that, please let me know. The only thing I can think of is reducing the amount of sounds played at one time. I heard that's a good way to... Oh, that's not good. Chadhudri Bhattacharya on his Ford teammate of Jordan McClure. He was there on the right there in the back bumper. Is he going to spin him coming out of the corner? They're being a little careful coming out, but that front straightaway is where we've been seeing wrecks lately. At Nashville Fairgrounds, that's like their favorite place to wreck, is like coming off of turn 4. And that's what we've seen most of our yellows at all season, is coming right out of the corners. It's not the corner entry that gets them, it's usually the corner exit. And even at the last bout at Nashville Fairgrounds, I think there was a wreck coming off the corner. So that's something that they're going to have to watch out for. They're going to be pretty aggressive here, especially this late in the season. Coming up on the Prodigy Racing Network tomorrow, it's going to be the Toyota World Series coming back again on their scheduled day. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So they'll be back right on schedule as they head out to, I believe it's Circuit of the Americas. I'm not sure, either that or it's going to be... I'm not going to check. Oh, Jesus Gonzalez gets a little bit low on the track there. Actually, I can probably check it because I do have the stream ready. I'm pretty sure you could check it out on the on our homepage if you want to. But right now we're looking at that battle in the back. Jesus Gonzalez went to the bottom of the racetrack, and that was kind of a little bit of trouble there for the Mexican. Ryan Hill so far has led every lap. Darren Claw slipped. Sorry about that. My dogs are... I don't know what's going on there, but... Get the hell out of me. Oh, sorry. Well, I completely lost track of what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, that's right. Darren Claw made one mistake on that start, and then everything went to hell in a handbasket for the 7th car. He's having treads. Ryan Hill is a notoriously hard driver to pass in this series. Chadhudri Bhattacharya, speaking of which, right there on the back bumper of Jordan. I always want to call him Alex for some reason. Jordan McClure is his name. It even says it right there. See, for the first initial there is J. But he's trying to hold off the Bengali driver of Chadhudri Bhattacharya, who right now is sitting in a comfortable top 10 position, which is very good for him. We did not expect to be anywhere near the front this season, but he's done really well in that Wood Brothers Ford. He has announced, though, that he will be leaving the number 21 car after the end of the season. Ryan Hill and Darren Claw, two drivers I don't have to worry about their jobs next season. Currently out in the front. Darren Claw is gaining on that 18 car, to his credit. But anyway, as I was saying, coming up on the Prodigy Racing Network tomorrow will be the Toyota World Series from Arena Cafe Norte in Brazil, so that should be interesting. It's one of my favorite fantasy tracks that have been made by the NR 2003 community. I love driving it in this game, and I'm sure it's going to be fun watching these drivers go around in basically what's kind of like the Hungara ring. Kind of like it does kind of have a Hungara ring shape to it. But it should be very fun. It's a very tight track, a very challenging track. You're literally racing in a stadium, which is pretty cool. I would assume maybe like a football stadium is what it is, but like, and by football, I think you know exactly what I mean, considering we are talking about Brazil. But that should be fun. The Toyota World Series at Arena Cafe Norte in Brazil tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. This race is a bit of a late start. We do apologize for that. We were caught up in the drive-thru at a coffee shop because afternoon coffee runs are my thing. Paul Rivera on the back bumper of Drew Foster. And we're almost a quarter of the way through the race. Let's take a look at your Xfinity fastest lap. And that belongs to the 33 of Brian Cox, another Paul Menard Racing fastest lap so far, but that could change as we are only a quarter of the way through. Ryan Hill has led all 23 laps up to this point. Ryan Apt about to get passed up by Nicholas Oppelman. That Hugger Orange's Toyota, or that Hugger Orange's Chevy. You know, when you get the Hugger Orange's truck in NASCAR 2005, it's a one-star team, and that means it's kind of a slow truck when you drive it. So, I wouldn't be. I don't know why they would choose Hugger Oranges to go with for a special scheme, but okay. I know I created the car. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Ryan Apt holding off Nicholas Uffelman in that green dot banking Chevrolet. Miranda Nagayan trying to hold off one of the Fords. It looks like Jordan McClure doesn't have to deal with Butta Chavira anymore. He has to deal with Miranda Nagayan, who, by the way, got a top 5 in Texas. In Texas on last time we raced. I think that was Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember when that Texas race was. See, we haven't streamed in so long. I don't even remember. YouTube says the Texas race was 4 days ago, so I guess it was probably Thursday. But yeah, Miranda Nagayan got a top 5 in that Texas race. Definitely not in the top. She's not anywhere near the top 5. She's actually in 13th right now, trying to hold on to 13th, and she's probably going to lose it here in just a couple minutes. And inside the top 10 is Sheldon Gatineau, who is not only 10th in this race, but 10th in the points standings. He's had an incredible rise this season. He's been a mid-pack car most of the season, but that win at Chicagoland, even though that was mostly based off of luck, is still a win. And that is still 100 free points for that 71 car. He's been doing incredible. I think he's just had such a massive boost of confidence since that Chicagoland race. And right here, he's looking to get past the 57 of Hayden Benning for 9th place, the Potter Racing car. A car that really has no business being anywhere near the top 10. 30 laps complete, 70 laps to go here in Nashville. And it looks like the fastest cars are just pulling away. Darren Claw. Oh, wait, no, that's not a fast car. That's Sam Fitzgerald. So my apologies. He blended in. I thought he was a fast car because these are all Toyotas. But Drew Foster is holding on to the top 3. Now, last time we were at a short track, it was Richmond Raceway during the Budweiser Stock Car Festival. The 47 car started on pole during day 1 of the festival, and then fell back all the way to 14th place to finish the race. Right now, he looks like he started 4th place, but he's holding on, or sorry, he started in 2nd, but he's holding on to the 3rd place spot relatively well, despite 2 very fast Toyotas right behind him. And it's just unfortunate that those Toyotas have to be Paul Rivera and Greg Ramirez, 2 drivers that I have consistently gotten mixed up all season, and now that they're sitting back there in 4th and 5th respectively, it's only going to make it much harder. Oh, here comes the 18. He's lost the 1st place spot, and I just pulled a Fox Sports and I missed it. I am very sorry. I do apologize. Darren Claw is your new leader. The driver that started on pole is now leading the race here as Ryan Hill gets held up by Sam Fitzgerald. It was Jake Wild that was public enemy number 1 at the beginning of the season. Now it's Sam Fitzgerald who, while other cars around him, including the Wild family racing cars, have gotten better, it just looks like his car has gotten progressively worse. I wish I could check where he's standing right now, but if I checked, it would stop the stream from, like, capturing the race, because NR 2003 is old as fuck, and it would not capture the window. So we're just going to have to hold on. But the 19, oh, he's going to get to the back bumper of the 47. Fitzgerald's going to hold up the top side, and that's going to give Foster a bit of a chance here. But that number 10 car is going to cause the first fatality in the Budweiser series, I guarantee you. He's going to get somebody wrecked, and the 20 gets a little loose coming off the corner. So Drew Foster is able to catch his breath just a little bit here, but Sam Fitzgerald he is not letting these guys by. He's staying on the top side to his credit, but he's kind of being forced to the top here. Oh, we got contact. The 48 is also going to get a little squirrely, and I wonder what he's thinking now with that 10 car. 48 drops to the apron here. He's going to lose a ton of speed as they come out of turn 2. And we got another battle brewing between Ryan Hill and Darren Claw. Darren Claw looking for his third win of the season. He won at Daytona. And I forgot what race he won recently. I think it was probably... No, it wasn't Chicagoland. It was... It wasn't Richmond. I completely forgot which one he won. I can check. We should probably be focusing on the battle back here, though. Fitzgerald's been holding up a ton of cars here, but the 19, he has another opportunity to overtake that 47 car. Let's see if he actually does take it here. And that 19 car, just watch, he's at that 47 car's quarter panel here. And that 19 is clearly the faster car. Brian Cox, speaking of which, still holding on to the fastest lap lead here. Sorry, that was a CSR2 ad. And Drew Foster, sorry, is holding on nice to that lead. I'm trying to take a look at what race Darren Claw won recently. He's got 2 wins. Like, that's... Oh, actually... Oh, he won this specific race. As a matter... Yeah. His last win was at the Bud Light 200 here at Nashville. So... Wow. That's incredible. So he's looking to sweep Nashville. So he's got the 5 points for starting on pole. He's got 5 laps to go until he claims the bonus points for leading at halfway. He's looking to lead the most laps, and of course, winning the race grants you 100 points. Most drivers, when they win the race, they usually get 3 out of 4. So we'll just have to see here. We've had a lot of drivers win from... Well, not really win from the... Well, yeah, we've had a couple drivers win from the pole. Others like Sheldon Gatineau did not get any bonus points to supplement their win, but that's but take a look at these Wild Family Racing Fords. They're battling in amongst themselves while the leaders just now coming into turn 1. Darren Claw holding on tight. 2 laps to go to determine the to determine the halfway bonus. Comes in at 108. Comes up to the line at 108 miles an hour. That's just absolutely incredible. Most of these drivers are lapping the track at about 19.5 seconds. 1 lap to go for the halfway bonus for Darren Claw. Ryan Hill is in behind him. He's only finished outside the top 5 once this season. And that came at Chicagoland Speedway, where he ended up finishing, I believe it was 26th. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check. But he did not. But he finished way outside the top 10. I don't even think he got the top 15 at that Chicagoland race. So what he got at Chicago, his worst finish was a 17th place at the Lowe's Father's Day Classic in Chicago. And his best finish, obviously, was a first place. His first win at the... Oh, we got a caution here, so we're just going to have to check and see what happens here. I'm sorry, we missed that. I'm NBC. I'm taking over for NBC. So caution's out. You know exactly what we have to do. Let's take a look at the replay here. Carter Brown is in pit road, so we're just going to have to see. Or I guess not. These guys are all grouped together. I wonder if it wasn't this pack up here that wrecked. I think it was... Oh, I think it was Paul Rivera. What happened? Oh, no. Paul Rivera... Oh, it's something... Oh, Paul Rivera blows a motor. And that's what brings out the caution. Paul Rivera. Off of a blown motor, I would assume. And that's what brings out our first caution of the day. Is there anybody else in pit road? Carter Brown. Doesn't look like anybody's got damage. So, Paul Rivera. So Paul Rivera brings out our first caution of the day. And NR 2003 will probably tell us what the culprit was. But that 19 car undoubtedly will be out of this race. And you've just got to feel... Well, I just got to see if his car dissipates here. You've got to feel bad for that 19 team. They've been doing pretty... I mean, they've got a couple wins this... Or they've got a couple wins this season, but... And that 19 car. Yeah, and his car is gone. It was a camshaft issue. According to NR 2003. And you saw that his car just went up in smoke as soon as he went onto the front straightaway. And what the camshaft is, it's a rod kind of. It's a rotating. It's part of the internal combustion kind of in the engine. So it's a rotating engine part. So if that thing breaks, your car is pretty much done. And that's what happened to that 19 car. The camshaft just broke on him as he entered the I don't know what happened exactly, what led up to that wear. Unfortunately, we don't have that much insight. We don't have telemetry like what Fox and NBC have, but it's all we know is that his camshaft decided to just his camshaft lost the will to live, and now he's out of the race. That's about all we have to say. So Paul Rivera out of this race, and it looks like Darren Claw is going to get the most laps led here in the EA Origin 200. Darren Claw currently leading us here. And we went a little too far, but a green flag back in the air. And Darren Claw being held up by Sam Fitzgerald, who was the lucky dog. Carter Brown's been in pit road this entire time. Something is wrong with that number 85 car. Clearly. No shit. Oh, down to the bottom. This isn't going to be good. Sam Fitzgerald gets a little loose coming out of the corner. Fitzgerald hits the wall inside. Greg Ramirez gets loose. And I think the 20 just got frustrated there with that 10 car. And he was going to move him out of the way at all costs. And they are not done yet. The 10 still holding up cars on the inside. And the number 20 coming over the radio, I should have finished the job. He is not happy with that 10 car, and I'm not sure anybody else is either. It looks like they're slowing down. I don't know if a caution's out or if Fitzgerald's that freaking slow. Nope, the green's still out. But obviously not too many people are happy with Sam Fitzgerald right now, the 43-year-old out of Taylorsville, Utah. And to the back bumper, they're going to move him. Ryan Apt is also getting sick of his crap here. He's going to... Oh, man, my throat. Good thing I got some Powerade. Sam Fitzgerald's going to get wrecked. Eventually, he's going to get wrecked, whether that's coming out of the corner or, I don't know, but something's going to happen to that 10 car. Sam Fitzgerald is fighting to stay in that mid-pack. Ryan Apt will finally get past him, and this will open up a massive battle here for, I believe, that's the 13th position. Oh, the 1 makes contact with the 10 coming down the front stretch. And that 1's going to hit the apron here. And that's going to make him lose a lot of time to Ryan, or not to Ryan Apt, but to Hayden Benning. Benning stays on the low side. He'll get past Fitzgerald. All the while, Darren Claw has led every lap since the drop of the green flag. And right now, your Xfinity fastest lap, you're looking at him. Oh, no, you're not, actually. Sorry, that's the 27 car. But the 33 of Brian Cox still leads the Xfinity fastest lap leaderboard. And we got about 35 laps to go here in Nashville Fairgrounds. And this is not over. Fitzgerald continues to refuse to get out of the way. And that's that bright red 10 car right there holding up the mid-pack. Rick Taylor dives to the bottom to try and get past Byron Martin. Actually, tries to get past both the Tift Racing cars. Rick Taylor diving to the bottom. Oh, he's going to get sent to the apron, and he's going to lose a ton of time coming off of turn number 2. I'm a little bit worried about those back of the pack cars, the 15, the 90, and the 3. They might get caught up in something here. Nobody's wrecked yet. Although the 10 almost did get a little bit of a kiss to the inside wall. Darren Claw and Ryan Hill pulling away from Drew Foster, Alex McCumber, and Greg Ramirez. That's the rest of your top 5. And lap number 69 here at Nashville Fairgrounds. It's 3 wide as they come down the front straightaway. Contact, and they're going to thread the needle. Sam Fitzgerald in the middle. This is not going to end well, is it? Nope, it'll come out just fine. Sam Fitzgerald forced them to thread the needle, and I'm pretty sure both those drivers are pretty upset with him right now. Oh, Rick Taylor, contact on the quarter panel. He might finally send it in. That number 10 car is fighting to hold on here. He is not letting these guys by easy. That's the thing about this game. There's no blue flag rule. And the 10 coming off of turn 4. Is it going to be in? Oh, we got one little trouble on the front straightaway. And that is the 3rd accident he's been involved in. It's Dennis Key. Caution is out for the 2nd time here in Nashville. And it's Dennis Key who gets turned around, and he is anything but happy. I'm pretty sure he's going to headhunt that 10 car here any second, but we're going to have to take a look at that on the replay. That's Dennis Key. Let's take a look. Yep. He got direct. Oh, that was directly the fault of Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gives him no room. Daniel Walker has nowhere to go, and he takes out the 79 as a result. That was not the 15's fault there. That was the 10. Let's go on board with Dennis Key. And you can basically just see there, he has nowhere to go. And I'm pretty sure Jesus Gonzalez, I'm pretty sure his hair is on, or the hairs on his arm is on his end. Let's go on board here with Dennis, or with the 15 of Walker. I was talking during that time, but you could see that he just 10 pushed him down. He wouldn't give the 79 any room, and I knew something was going to happen. As nowhere. The 15, you can see he reduces his speed, but it's not enough. And let's go on board with Jesus Gonzalez. Pretty sure he's got himself a pretty good perspective here. Dennis Key just gets sent to the back in a crash that could have been avoided had the 10 car just stayed put. Making sure we're up to speed. So Dennis Key is going to be starting at the back. Carter Brown is still in pit road. And he is currently 28 laps down. 29 laps down. He's been in pit road since that caution came out. I don't know why he's in pit lane, but something is definitely wrong with that 68 car. Lights are off the pace car here on lap 75. We are a quarter of the way through the race. And they will restart with 24 laps to go here in the EA Origin 200. So, oh dear God. Sam Fitzgerald. He is, he is a lap, he's the only car on the track that's a lap down, so. Oh man, prepare for the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Pace car turns into pit lane. Darren Claw leads us to the green. Green flag for Nashville. The 18 gets a nice restart, so does the 7. 47 on the outside. He's not going to be... Oh, almost 3 wide coming through turn. It's going to be 3 wide coming through turn number 2. Contact! Oh, the 20 is going to get held up. So will be the 48, and Alex McCumber might have a bit of a... might have some room to get into third. Contact on the front straightaway. It's a drag race coming to turn 2. And this is the battle for 4th. They were 3 wide for 4th place. McCumber is able to get past the 10, but everybody else not so lucky. Greg Ramirez will also get past the 10. Tracy Bennett, he's tempted to wreck that 10 car. If he does wreck the 10, he's going to take everyone else out behind him. Sam Fitzgerald's going to cause someone to wreck. He's already caused the 79 to wreck, but... Oh, come off the corner. Contact! Chadhudri Bhattacharya almost sends the 71 spinning. Contact between Byron Martin and James Garcia. Sam Fitzgerald starting to move back a little bit here. Brandon Nagayan stuck behind him. Chadhudri Bhattacharya down on the bottom. Oh, this is nice. The helicopter view. Number 10 still on the outside. Oh, I'm sorry. Sam Fitzgerald holding up. Daniel Van Hewley going to dive to the inside. So will Jordan McClure. 20 laps to go. Or actually 19 laps to go here in Nashville. Sam Fitzgerald has brought out... has brought out the caution earlier with the 79. Let's see how well he's rebounded. He's currently holding back behind Jake Wild. And the 79 just back where he started. Carter Brown still in pit road. And they are all sorts of jumbled up coming into turn 2. Top 10's pretty much safe, but right now... Actually, the top 13 is safe. Top 14 is safe. 15, whatever, is safe from Sam Fitzgerald's wrath. However... Oh, got contact! Massive trouble in the turn 2! And the third caution of the day is going to come out in a hard hit. Massive hit. The 20, oh, there was 2 of the Potter Racing entries, as well as James Garcia. And the third caution of the day comes out here in Nashville. And you know what that means. We have to go back and look at the replay. Oh, man. And I knew, oh, that is 3 wide. We knew that wasn't, so let's see, that's Travis Creighton, Michael Brewer, and James Garcia. So let's just take a look what happens. This is coming down the front straightaway. Michael Brewer refused to come down, and that is a hard hit for the 67. Oh, and he even clipped into the wall, too. I want to see that from the helicopter view. Or from the spectator. Let's see what it looks like from the spectator view. Oh, hard hit. I think Travis Creighton. I don't know who got the worst of it. Was it Travis Creighton or was it Michael Brewer? Oh, man. Travis Creighton, I don't think, has been involved in an accident this entire season. Oh, man. Good thing that is not pointed the other direction. Otherwise, that would have been a catastrophe. And that is a hard hit for Michael Brewer. Almost makes me sick looking at it. Let's take a look at the helicopter view. Oh my god, that's a hard, hard lick. Hard lick for the... Oh my god. So the 67's definitely out. Travis Creighton, James Garcia are able to get it back going. We're gonna go on board with the 27 here. So this is them coming off of turn 4. Makes a little contact. 67 refuses to clear. Oh, that was just a horrendous crash. We're going to go on board with Michael Brewer here in a minute, see what he experienced here. Let's go on board with Michael Brewer. Yeah, the engine is killed in that 67 car. That's the hardest hit I've seen all season. Let's go on board Travis Creighton. Yeah, I think the 67 and the 27 are out of this race here for good here. I just want to take a look a couple more times. Let's watch that. That's absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So they're coming across the line. 67 moves down. 27's forced to the bottom. He takes the 77 to the wall. He's got nowhere to go. Neither one of those drivers has nowhere to go. Michael Brewer, he's just not clear. And that takes out the 27 car, and then this is where it is right here. Boom. And I want to see the telemetry on that. How fast, in this particular point in time, how fast is that 67 car doing when he hits that wall? 97 miles per hour into that wall. And that is a concrete barrier. Just imagine if this was at Daytona or something. That was a hard lick. Oh my. 97 miles per hour into that wall. Just think about that for 5 seconds. That is a horrendous crash, either way you slice it. So with that, we have 85 laps completed here. Once the 7 crosses the line, and it looks like we'll be watching the scoreboard here to see if these guys retire from the race. We have not seen pit stops today, so I wonder if that's going to change. But that 67 car still in pit lane. Michael Brewer still in, or sorry, Carter Brown still in pit road as well. And I think he's pretty much done for the day. He's 42 laps down. Our Dodge Charger pace car. Pace car now diving down the pit lane. We sped up just a little bit. So that wasn't a crash caused by Sam Fitzgerald this time, but it was still a pretty hard accident. And the 67 does retire from the race. We are back under green here in Nashville. Darren Claw leads us to the green. Oh, this is not going to be good. 10 or 11 laps to go. We're just going to have to see here. Diving down to the bottom. Sam Fitzgerald's blocking the bottom. And this is not going to be good here. We got contact. 33 is going to send him in. The 48 still hanging tough on the outside, hoping the 10 doesn't get tight. Will the 48 clear here? I don't know. 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. Contact between Uffelman. We got cars coming loose into the corner. The 4 on the apron. He's going to come back up the track. Is he going to take out one of the drivers? No. Oh. That could have been very close there for the 4 of Rick Taylor. Very close call there. Contact Ryan Apt. Daniel Van Healy and Chad Hoodley about the Chadio. We might see a silver crash 3 wide coming into turn 1. 8 laps to go. Hold on to it, boys. This is where they're going to really start getting aggressive. This has got to be hands down the best race of the year. Or best short track race of the year. Off the restart, these guys got aggressive. The 45 gets a little loose. He goes up into the turn. Chadhudri Bhattacharya goes wide to avoid him. Bhattacharya diving down low, trying to get to Ryan Apt. That Hugger Orange's Chevrolet. They're holding on so far. No wrecks yet. There's the wrecked cars. Still doing somewhat decent. Travis Creighton still holding on tight. Your leader, Darren Claw, has led the most laps today. So good for him. Brandon Nagayan's holding back pretty far in the fields. 5 laps to go here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Darren Claw looking to get the sweep. He won the Bud Light 200. Now he's looking to win. I think the next round's at Oswego Speedway in New York, but I'm not entirely certain. And the 7 car, he's got to hold on for 3 more laps. Ryan Hill, kind of unlikely to get to him, but it's still a chance. He has sliced off almost 22, or almost 2,200s on that 7 car, but let's see what he does here. That 18's got the draft. And if a caution comes out here, that's race over for the 7. He will officially have won this race. I think Carter Brown is out of the race. No, he's not. He's still on pit road for God knows whatever reason. Travis Creighton still side by side with the 3. Two laps to go here. Here they are, coming to the white flag. 1 to go, presented by Xfinity. Darren Claw with the 18 behind him. Coming down the back straightaway here at the historic Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. He won earlier in the season at this very track. Coming off of turn number 4. Darren Claw will sweep at Nashville. He has won both races here, and he is going to... He's already won 1 race. He'll do it again. He wins the EA Origin 200. And they finish mostly in one piece. Carter Brown, I'm just going to count him as a DNF in the point stand. Not like it won't do anything to him. It'll just... Oh, man, what a race. What a race. What a race. And that is how you close out the evening. Let's take a look here at your finishing standings presented by Xfinity. And Darren Claw, your race winner, followed by Ryan Hill, 3/10 of a second to Darren Claw, the margin of victory. And then Drew Foster gets a top 3. I think that's his first of the season. If not, it's definitely his second. Alex McCumber and Greg Ramirez that round out the top 5. Ramirez back where he belongs, inside that top 5. Tracy Bennett, Brian Cox, Nicholas Uffelman, Sheldon Gatno, and Daniel Van Healy will all round out the top 10. Ryan Atch, Hilary Bhattacharya, Hayden Benning, Jordan McClure, Miranda Nagayan, Byron Martin, Daniel Walker, Jesus Gonzalez, Rick Taylor, Dennis Key, James Garcia, Travis Creighton, and Jake Wild, surprisingly, all finish on the lead lap. Sam Fitzgerald does finish a lap down, but unfortunately, Michael Brewer, Paul Rivera, and Carter Brown all DNF from the race. Carter Brown was scored 58 laps down, but he was basically in pit road for half the race, so I'm counting that as a DNF. So with that, we thank you so much for tuning in to today's race. The next one tomorrow, or the next race, tomorrow here on the PRN will be the Toyota World Series from the Toyota World Series from Arena Cafe Norte, followed by round 13 of the Budweiser All-Star Series at none other than Lime Rock Park. After that, we have Oswego Speedway, and then the Budweiser All-Stars finale at North Wilkesboro. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching today's race. We hope you enjoyed. Be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern as the Toyota World Series takes on the... I've already forgotten. As the Toyota World Series takes on the... Crap. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You can look back at it. But we'll see you tomorrow for the Toyota World Series at Arena Cafe Norte. Thank you so much for tuning in here on the Prodigy Racing Network. This was your head commentator, Nicholas Koskinen with the Prodigy Racing Network and the Budweiser All-Star Series. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Darren Claw wins at Nashville Fairgrounds.